But friends, fossil fuels are not the only natural resource we are consuming every single day. There is a very common thing in all of us, that we all love nature. Whenever we are thinking about nature, what is coming in our mind? That breeze, beautiful weather, clean water, the ocean waves, everything is so pure and clean. So, if you are thinking like this, then you are a real nature lover. There are another class of people out there who are thinking in a little bit different way. They are thinking nature or our mother nature on the basis of consumption. That what we are exactly getting from nature. What is exactly out there. What we can get. We are getting foods. We are getting different equipments or different materials for making equipments, for construction work, for making roads, for making cars, for making ships. And moreover, different kind of fossil fuels. What we are exactly getting from nature. That is their motto. So if you are thinking like that, you are just thinking about destroying this mother nature, this beautiful planet. Before you even born, before the human being came to earth, it is providing shelter, food to different civilizations. If you are thinking like this, that okay, then how should I think or look into Mother Nature? You are saying that, okay, if I'm a nature lover, then I do have a problem. Or either, if I'm a consumer, you're thinking about nothing but a destruction. So, how should I look into Mother Nature? So I will say, just blend yourself. Just think in a blended way that we need to look into Mother Nature, how beautiful she is. On the other hand, think about that what we are exactly getting from Mother Nature. That is all. We should think like this. Now from the tagline of this video, so many of you might think that, okay, this particular guy going to cover going to talk about some natural resources, means some fossil fuel or something which we are consuming every single day. But friends, fossil fuels are not the only natural resource we are consuming every single day. There are something else. That is my motto to mention, or that's my motto to bring your attention to that particular part, that natural resource, that is metals. We are not losing the fossil fuel every single day. We are also losing metals. There are various kind of metals are there. So if you are looking into the periodic table, you can see many of them. Yeah, definitely some of them we are using every single day for our household items or some other purpose. And some of the metals are in a minor amount are residing in our body. It's a part of our system. If you are thinking about the bones are made out of calcium. If you are looking into the periodic table, you can see it is placed in the group 2 of the periodic table with the alkaline earth metals, calcium. So it is a metal. Now the problem is the bones are made out of metal? No. Our bones are made out of calcium phosphate. It's a compound of that metal. So think about that, how hard is this? It's carrying the whole day long, it's carrying our weight or the total body mass all day long. Suppose you are 70 kilograms and I'm providing you a 70 kilogram bag, just the equal of your body mass. It's very hard for you to lift it up. I know so many of you can lift it, but it's very hard for so many of us, right? So that is the problem. But think about that, your skeleton, which is made out of calcium phosphate, is carrying your body mass all day long. So metals are very important in our life. Now, I will try to focus on the metals which we are using every single day. Every single day. And among them, in my next couple of videos, I will discuss about the metals. their works, their extraction, how we are using, which purpose we are using, what kind of alloy formation we are going to do. Today I am going to draw your attention to a very important metal, iron, which is the building block, or one of the most important building block of our civilization. I will try to split the discussion in a couple of videos. Some of them would be general, some of them would be from the student's point of view. Just like in my upcoming video, I am going to discuss about the extraction of iron from its ores, or the main ores, that is hematite. The main component of that is ferric oxide, Fe2O3. That I am going to discuss in the next video, but this one is solely dedicated for the loss of the metal. Every single day how we are losing the metal, that I am going to discuss. Now when iron has been extracted from its ore, we cannot directly use it. Why? Because it's brittle. Its property is not like that. It's brittle, it does not have the strength it should have. Right? At that moment, what is happening? We need to make some alloy out of it, or mix some other materials, particularly some metals, a little bit of carbon which is in there, or we need to maintain the percentage of the other elements present in there just to make it worthy, or just to make it strong enough, which it should have. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to convert that iron into steel, right? If I want to make something, or during the industrial process, what we are using, the steel or the cast iron. If it is that for casting purpose, it would be cast iron. If it is for other purpose, we need to make it steel out of it, right? So steel is a very important alloy of iron. Depending on different kind of job, or on which purpose we are going to use the steel, we can categorize it into various kinds, just like mild steel, high carbon steel, stainless steel. These are very widely used. Among them, most widely used in the industrial process or for our household items is the mild steel, right? We're gonna discuss about the compositions in the later videos, but right now I would like to draw your attention to a very important thing. What is that? That how we are losing. If it is might be in the form of mild steel, but how we are losing? You people might think, okay, while the mild steel is there, or any kind of steel product is there, we can reuse it, we can recycle it. So might be for the first time it has been used as the propeller shaft of a ship. So there are very specific two kinds of process are there. One is fabrication, another one is melting. In melting, what is happening? We are melting the metal for casting purpose and forming some objects out of it. And in the fabrication, we are cutting it, doing different mechanical work on that, and ultimately converting it to some other objects. So there is the problem. During this fabrication or melting process, there is something called burning loss, or loss of the metal. Just like in the melting process, suppose an object is there, you are melting it. A steel or mild steel object is there, you are melting it to convert it to something else, or you are going to make some other products out of that. So during that melting process, 3 to 5% of the metal has been lost. That is the burning loss. Whatever the process you can take, whatever precautions you are taking in there, or the industries are taking in there, it is inevitable. You cannot avoid that. Or in the fabrication process, that is much worse. In the fabrication process, 10 to 15% of the metal we are losing. It's starting from 8 and ending at 14. Yeah, depending on the process of what kind of material we are going to make, out of that, we are losing it. 8 to 10% might be, it's 3 to 5% would be a very small number, or 8 to 10% is a very small number. But think about that, in the industries, we are using it in hundreds or thousands of metric ton. So that is the problem, guys. Whenever it is 100 kilogram, think about that. If it is 3% or 5% in 100 kilogram, we are losing 5 kilogram of iron or steel inevitably. There is no recycling process by which you can regain those metals. Or in the fabrication process, You are losing. In 100 kilogram, we are losing 10 kilogram. There is the problem, guys. And not only that, various kind of mechanical things are there. Just like I would like to draw your attention to one thing. There is something called shot blasting. First, you made a material or an object out of that mild steel. After that, what you are doing just for a polishing purpose or just to give it a beautiful look, there is a process, very fundamental or basic process called shot blasting. There is a machine inside which what is happening? Some small, tiny shots of steel or other material is there, which is circulating throughout the machine at a very high speed, which is crushing or rubbing the metal at a very high velocity, due to which the outer layer of the metal is getting lost. It's transforming into very fine powders. That is happening. Due to that, it has been lost in every single process or every single fabrication process. We are losing metals. That is how every single day we are losing. On the other hand, during this process, suppose you are trying to reheat it. So heating is a very fundamental thing in the industry or the industries which are working with steel. So during this heating process, the internal structure or grain structure of that metal, which is actually, you can say, the picture or outlook of the metallic bonding of the metal. So that grain structure is improving while you are heating it. But up to what extent? Will that improve exponentially? No. It will improve up to a certain level, then it will reach at the top, then it will again going down. There are the grain structures of the metal. So quality of the metal is again decreasing. So what is happening? Suppose for the first time out of that mild steel you made a propeller shaft of a ship, which is a very heavy duty, right? It's for a heavy duty. But for the next time when you are going to reuse it, you cannot make a propeller shaft out of it, because whenever you are going to heat it, it's losing its properties. So you can use it, but for a downgraded purpose, not for the same purpose, because it will not going to help the same strength which it should have for that purpose. And obviously there is a burning losses there, or the fabrication losses there. So this is how we are losing it. So in one side we have the problem of losing that very essential natural resource. On the other hand, there is an environmental factor behind that. For every single thing, every single day, we are losing it. For every single day, we are losing the metal and we are polluting the environment like this. So, guys, I would like to draw your attention. I know some scientists are there. I know some metallurgical chemists are out there who are working day and night doing some research how to save this metal or this kind of metals, which are very essential for our living, which are very essential, one of the very beautiful gifts from our Mother Nature. So there are people, but I think we should have to be more careful on this, not to lose our very important natural resource, that is these metals. And along with that, by the making process or by this recycling process or in different industrial process, we should not pollute our Mother Nature. Along with this, I'd like to end my video over here. And if you want to be the part of our scientific journey, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button down below. And I'm gonna see you again in my next video with Life Sci Facts.